The predominantly Jewish club MTK Budapest won 10 titles in a row between 1914 and 1925, coached by Jimmy Hogan. The Hungarians were famous for their skillful short passing game. In 1928, Ferencváros, the club of the German community, won not only the Hungarian Championship and Cup, but also the Mitropa Cup, the first of only 6 clubs to do the fabled treble of League, Cup and European Cup. If the heart of the Danubian legend rests in Budapest, then the soul lies 250 kilometers upstream in the city of Vienna. It was here that this legend was born and where it reached its zenith. 1920s Vienna was a hotbed of political intrigue. The Social Democrats of Red Vienna created a sports movement based on the amateur ethic that they hoped would bolster working-class solidarity. They were skeptical of big clubs like Rapid, who, although working class in origins, played in what the Social Democrats perceived as a bourgeoisie league. They were fighting a losing battle. In 1920, Austria became the first country outside of Britain to accept professionalism, as football became a major spectator sport. 3 years later, a crowd estimated at 100,000 watched the Italy-Austria match in Vienna, a continental record that stood until after the Second World War. Football in Central Europe was rapidly approaching the standard of the British Isles. By 1931, it was arguably as good, and the legend of the Austrian wonder team was born that year, after Scotland were beaten 5-0.
Anglie, Rakousko, Československo a Maďarsko, Ungarn. Tak to byly podle mýho názoru tenkrát nejlepší tým, žádný Švédsko nebo tohle, to všechno to neexistovalo.
The wonder team was the creation of Hugo Meisel, who, as well as running the Austrian Football Association, was the team's coach.
Die beiden Kapitäne der Ungarn Farosi und der Österreicher Naut begrüßen Sie.
From 1931, Austria were beaten just twice in the next 3 years, and they were unlucky to lose one of those to England in London in 1932. Indeed, that heroic defeat only added to the mystique that grew up around the wonder team. Like Hungary and Czechoslovakia, the Austrians relied on sublime skills learnt on the street, shunning the more physical aspects of the game. But therein lay its downfall, a downfall that was to test the friendship of Meisel and Pozzo to the limit.